Josh.
Okay.
Come on. Sam Neill.
Yeah.
We want to cancel him.
You want to cancel Sam Neill?
Yeah, we heard that he was going to cancel us. So we want to get the jump on that if we can and try to cancel him before he has a chance to cancel us, if that makes any sense.
Oh, it was very hard to get Sam Neill.
Yeah, just cancel him and that would be great. And maybe we'll book him next week.
Or that's a postponement.
Pardon?
That's a postponement.
Well, yeah, cancel this week.
He's got a point, actually. That's a straight postponement.
No, you're right. Yeah. Right. Can you just postpone Sam Neill then and say maybe we'll look at next week?
What's going to work better for him, a postponement
or a cancellation?
Well, nothing really. You wouldn't want to change it. It's Sam Neill.
From our perspective, I prefer if he was cancelled. If he thinks it's postponement, that's fine by me.
Yeah.
But I don't want him to come back from postponement and cancel us.
Well, it's more emphatic. If we're cancelling him, it's more of a statement. But I'm happy if he doesn't want to cancel, then postpone him if you could.
He doesn't want to cancel.
He doesn't.
No. You're the ones.
Yeah, I mean.
Actually, just postpone the cancellation. We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later on. We've got to go and chat with
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Target Furniture Hypermart, it's the Late Night Big Breakfast with special guests Mike Minogue. We're in the kitchen with Kimberly, and we talk books with Joe Bennett. Introducing your hosts, Jason Hoyte and Leigh Hart. Let's get it on.
Welcome back to the Late Night Big Breakfast, and I tell you what, the election's over, and I think, mate, we don't really need to get into it. We covered that was an extensive first episode.
Well, that's right. No need to dwell on it again. Congratulations, of course, to the winners, if you can call them that, of the election. As I say, no need to dwell on it. It's almost like we've pre-recorded this and don't actually know the results. But let's move on, eh? Let's move on.
We've been flooded with emails, with texts, with pics, and I believe, Leigh, that we're actually going to focus on a couple of those great New Zealanders who sent stuff into us.
That's right. This is a new section called This Is the Day. The viewers get to send in their photos and that kind of stuff. Stuff like this. This is the day the McPherson's dog Hunter turns 13. I think we've got a shot of him. Look at that.
What a rascal. He looks troubled, doesn't he?
He's 13.
This is also the day that Tom and Judy celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary.
Brilliant stuff.
Look at that.
Brilliant stuff.
Lovely couple.
This is also the day that Papa Ray gets released from Mount Eden prison after 7 years, no less. 7 years.
Yeah.
I suppose with good behaviour, probably more like a 9 or 10 year stint.
Yeah.
Would that be maybe double homicide or something? Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah.
It's right out there, whatever it is.
There you go. That's Papa Ray. Welcome back there. And of course, Mr. Binky the kitten. Look at him. He's only 8 weeks old.
What a cutie.
Yeah.
What
hey,
a cutie.
we can do this all night. Let's meet our first guest.
It's going on tonight. But it had actually twisted, so it was a bit crazy. Hey, welcome to the Late Night Big Breakfast. You know, on this show, we really like to change it up every now and then. And I tell you what, both Leigh and myself, big fans of music. That's why we're excited about our next guest.
Yeah, that's right, Jace. Music's a big part of the show. Joining us now is journeyman musician Marty Cage. He's just released his brand new album, Boogie Town. A long time in the making, but it's here now, Boogie Town. Marty, I hated it.
It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm sure there must have been something in there that did.
I'm going to bring someone else on this. Jace, your thoughts on that?
Oh, mate, I love my music. I love all genres of music, all varieties of music. I hated your album. You know what I found interesting about it, Marty? Because usually you get an album and there's 1 or 2 songs that you kind of like, another couple of songs that you really love.
Well, normally there's some sort of endearing feature
or
about
you know,
it.
there'll be some you're indifferent to. I hated all of the songs on that album.
There must have been a chorus or at least half a verse.
No. There was, I think it was track 8. What was track 8 again, Leigh?
I didn't get as far as track 8. I do remember listening to the first 3 tracks and going, by God, this is horrendous. I don't think it can get worse.
Yeah.
Moved to track 4, and that was heinous.
Oh, that's
I hated
what it
that.
was. It was
I
Silver
hated that
Rocket.
even more than the first 3, yeah.
You see, I didn't mind the first couple of chords on that, but I eventually hated the song, where it went to. I couldn't actually stand it anymore.
I mean, that's your opinion.
I was in a car with the entire family and another family on a combined sort of family vacation scenario, and they all hated it.
I mean, I've tried to put something for everyone in there.
Yeah, maybe that was the problem, is
maybe
that you sort of spread your resources too thinly, maybe, because I had the same thing, actually. I had my 4 daughters and my wife in the car with me. They all hated it.
Yeah.
My 11-year-old, she loves every kind of music.
But she hated it. Yeah.
Maybe the world's not ready for it yet. It'll come into its own.
Like if you release another album, and good luck if you do, I'm going nowhere near it.
Just before we move on from there, I'm just going to bring some... Hey, Josh, did you hate it?
I didn't like it.
Thanks,
Oh,
mate.
you didn't hate it, though.
Oh, no, I hated it.
Oh, you hated it.
You did hate it.
Yeah, it's shit.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, it's been great having you on the show, Marty, and all the best with Marty Cage Boogie Town. That is, of course, available on iTunes, I believe, and a lot of the top record stores around town. So, and I understand you're going to play something out.
Yep, sure.
Thanks, mate.
Sorry.
Oh shit,
Are we
sorry,
out of
Marty.
time?
There's no need yet.
Okay. Sorry about that, Marty.
Sorry, Marty. But
Who have we got next, Joshy? Do we know?
No. Yeah, we'll just get you out of here. Thank you. We'll just take the mic off over here. Thank you.
thanks, Marty.
Thanks, Marty. Nice meeting you, buddy. All the best.
Well, there you go. Wonder what Jesse's up to in Jesse's Corner. Good boy. G'day, Jerry. What's up, Jesse?
Well, I got myself a beagle here. Beautiful dogs, I tell you what.
Lovely.
And amazing scent dogs. 220 million scent receptors in the nose. Of course, humans only have 5 million. So he can
that's right.
smell everything. Look at him go. So much energy. Can you see the white
Yeah,
tail
look at
there?
that.
That's so, because of course the beagle are hunting dogs. So that's why you can see them in the hunting in a bush.
Beautiful dog, Jerry. What else do you know about him?
The only other thing I've learned about these dogs in the last couple of minutes is that 75% of them are homosexual.
Okay.
Specifically
Come
the
back here,
beagle
Ricky.
breed.
Come on, come back here. That's the way.
So chances are that young Ricky here's a gay dog.
Yes. And look, it's so much life and so feisty.
He's scented something, hasn't
Yeah,
he?
he seems
He's
to
away.
want to see what's
Look at
going
him
on
go.
there.
Definitely
Well, I'll tell you what,
scented
Jerry.
something.
Well, there you go. There you go. Well, I tell you what,
Great
Jerry,
stuff, mate.
keep up the good work, mate, and we'll catch up with you later on.
Good
Thanks
stuff.
a lot, mate.
Just hold that thought. Back after this infomercial. Beer, thanks, mate. That ain't wacky jerky.
No, I never said it was. You never ordered that.
Didn't I? I thought I did.
No, you didn't.
I'll have a wacky changy then, thanks, mate.
Yeah, we don't have those.
You don't have it at all?
No, not at all.
All right, I'll have one of those then, thanks, mate.
Okay. There you go. That'll be $18, thanks.
18 bucks, a bit steep, isn't it?
That's for 2 beers. So it's for that one there, and then the other one you poured on the floor for some reason.
So even though I didn't drink it, it's still technically my beer.
Technically your beer. Whatever you do with that beer afterwards is it's up to you, I guess.
If you don't know where I can get wacky changy, do you?
No, probably down the road somewhere else.
Wakachangi's available everywhere, and so are Snackachangi potato chips. They said it couldn't be done, but we put the vinegar in first. Coming up, we talk women's issues and Joe Bennett's back in bookshelves.
Right here, right now. Right here, right now.
So you can shove it right up your ass, Terry. Right up there.
I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we're very excited about our next guest. He's going to be on the show throughout the series. The one and only Mike Minogue. Boy, oh boy, what has he not done is more the question. Mike Minogue, welcome to Late Night Big Breakfast. Great to have you, mate.
Great to have you here, mate, as a panelist, especially today of all days on the Women's Panel Day, where we talk women's issues.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going to come straight from the text machine if we can. Remember, this is part of your show. Get involved if you've got a question for the panel. This first one comes from Tina in Takanini. She writes, "G'day, guys. Menopause
Yeah,
affects
that's
all
a biggie,
people.
Biggie.
Should I be concerned?" Now, look, it's a natural thing, Mike. Thoughts?
But it's something that's a little bit taboo, isn't it? Like people don't really have
Yep.
those
Yeah, you
conversations.
simply
about
don't want to
them.
go there,
No,
do
well, you don't because
go there.
You got to have the conversation. Don't you?
that's right. So from a man's point of view, it's best to stay away from it. From
Yep.
a woman's point of view, I'm glad she's asked because we'll be able to get to the bottom of it. I think,
Absolutely.
today.
That's right.
You know, some of the symptoms include, of course, anxiety, lack of sleep, night sweats, and it's usually been 12 months since their last menstruation cycle. So
That's right, Jason. And a symptom you're no stranger to, vaginal dryness.
Yeah, yeah.
If I could just speak on behalf of all women,
Yeah.
I just think, you know, you need to approach it as the next step in a fruitful life. It's just a natural progression rather than being a problem.
That's a great way of looking at it,
Yeah,
mate.
absolutely. One of the other big symptoms, of course, is massive mood swings.
Oh.
you know, and they're having to deal with that. And to a certain extent, so are we, as
Well,
their part.
I'm going to bring myself back in after what you just said, after what Mike was
Yeah,
just
no,
please. Because he brought you in there, I noticed. I suppose what you're saying is, when does a woman's issue become a man's issue?
A man's issue, particularly with those sort of violent mood swings, that kind of irrational behaviour,
I'm going to chuck a word at you, nagging. Is that what you
like
that's right.
You know, and it's not, I don't think, that women want to nag.
Well, it's a natural thing as well.
It's a brain thing.
It's just part and parcel of being a woman, is being a nag and constantly being at a man and trying to ruin his life, I guess, to a degree. And it's sort of a slow, gradual thing, and a man doesn't notice it. And then before he knows it, his entire life is hell. And I just like to say...
There you go. We'll leave it there. There's some fascinating stuff there indeed from the women's panel there. Keep the emails coming, the text. Here's one. G'day, guys. Love the women's panel. Some great stuff there. Any chance of getting a woman on there at some point?
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? It complicates it, really, doesn't it?
You sort of find that you can't get a word in edgeways.
And also, women are too close to the problem, I think. They're too close to the issue. You need some separation.
Or it just gets really judgy.
Oh, look, you know, I'll be absolutely honest with you. If there is a woman on the panel, I'm not giving my opinion.
No, I clam right up.
You're dead right there, Jace. I mean, as soon as you've got a woman on the panel, it's not really a woman's panel anymore, as far as I'm concerned. You're just talking issues willy-nilly.
No, I know.
Whoa, is that the time? Let's see what Joe's up to in bookshelves. Welcome to Bookshelves. It's a relaxed book show. Joining me as my guest, once again, Joe Bennett. Joe, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Leigh. Nice to see you.
Joe, I want to talk for a moment, from one writer to another, the process, pardon?
From one writer to another.
Yes, from one writer to another, Joe, the process
There's
of...
only two of us here.
What was the passion? Where did it start with you, Joe?
I've always loved the written word, Leigh, even from when I was a little kid.
Yeah, I think for me, Joe, if I could just bring back for a moment, I think it began with your Hemingways, people like this. As I say, the lifestyle of a writer is more what I was into than, say, the mundane aspect of typing every day. It was more the travel, the exotic, the romance of it. I enjoyed his marlin fishing, his what's the word in English? His drinking, I suppose.
Right. So you have become a writer.
In a sense, yeah.
Sort of a Hemingway stylist.
I mean, I've done all those things I've mentioned, but not so much the
marlin
writing.
fishing. You've been marlin fishing?
I've certainly been drinking.
Right.
What I'm trying to say, Joe, is not so much the more mundane process of actually having to write. It's more the lifestyle side of it. Was that the same for you, or was it more the writing?
It was a little bit more the writing. You know, it's sort of a words business, really, writing, isn't it? And you know, drinking.
Does it have to be though?
Does block laying have to have blocks in it?
Is that a question? Or?
Yeah, it was a question.
I'd say it probably
I mean, if you
does.
employed a block layer and he came along and he sat around for 8 hours and said, "Look, I'm a block layer," but he didn't lay any blocks, would you pay him?
Writing's more of an airy-fairy kind of concept, isn't it?
Airy-fairy, it's not. No,
I mean, you can think about stuff that you could write, but you may never actually put it down. Doesn't mean
he
you're
could
not
think
a writer.
about blocks that he could lay without laying them.
You wouldn't pay him though.
Oh right. So you're sort of hypothetical, ethereal.
In the essence, I'm a writer,
yeah,
Joe.
right. Okay.
In every sense of the word, other than actually writing itself.
So you introduce yourself to, I'm Leigh Hart, writer.
Yeah, exactly.
But you just don't write anything.
I'm sensing you're feeling a little bit threatened at the moment, Joe.
I don't feel remotely threatened.
From one writer to another, you feel...
As a writer, I wouldn't feel threatened by someone who didn't write, really.
Joe, if I might take you back to the Greek philosopher Spiros, I think, who said...
Spiros?
I write because I can, but it doesn't mean I have to all the time.
That's bullshit, but it's a concept.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Joe. You've been watching Bookshelves with Joe and myself.
Let's go and cross to Kimberley now and see what she's cooking up in the kitchen.
G'day, Kimberley. It smells beautiful.
Thank you. It's a bit of a fish dish.
No, your hair, I mean, it's beautiful. It's apple shampoo or something. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
G'day, Kimberley.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
G'day,
geez,
mate.
Something smells fantastic.
Fish dish, mate.
Fish dish.
I tell you what, here we are. Kimberley's kitchen, Kiwi cuisine. Kiwi cuisine,
Yes.
real stuff. What's happening?
So what I'm doing a bit of a ceviche.
Oh,
so,
nice. Bit of summer ceviche.
Bit of French, bit of a French dish, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh.
Can I ask, Kimberley, what are you going to do with those lemons? You're not going to chuck those lemons away, are you? You can use that same lemon on your barbecue, for example, just cleaning down, getting rid of all the fats
Not
and
in
stuff
that
like
order,
that.
though.
Clean your
Well, not in
windows.
that order,
Clean
no.
your
Do the
windows,
other
gets
way
rid of
around.
your smears on your windows.
Yeah, it does. You get your lemon, your wedge of lemon, your toilet rim. Just run that lemon wedge around your toilet rim. Beautiful, and that lovely citrusy smell.
I normally have a few lemons hanging off on wires in the toilet there.
That's
like
great.
the toilet duct, you flush it, the water will go there, put that lemon goodness into the toilet. Contact lenses even.
Well, especially in
rub
this-
those on your contact lenses, Jace, pop them back in.
Yeah.
Captain Cook, back in the day. Scurvy.
Yeah.
What do you use? Lemons and limes.
Perfect.
Also, gonorrhea, syphilis. Lemons, that's what they used.
And what, that would cure the gonorrhea?
I've got no idea, mate, but if you're pissing what feels like toasted muesli, I think you'd give anything a go, wouldn't you?
Okay, so what we've got is that's probably about ready now. You can see because of the coloration has changed there. So we're gonna go and we're gonna pan fry that.
Kimberly, we're gonna leave you to that. We're gonna pop back next door and we'll see you soon.
Great, awesome.
Nice,
See you
look
soon.
forward to it. Nice work.
Thank you.
Get on down. It's going on tonight. Right here, right now.
Hey, g'day there. Welcome back to the Late Night Big Breakfast.
I'm sorry to interrupt you there, guys, because
yeah.
I really think we're getting...
G'day, welcome back. Jace, Mike, myself, we're doing sports chat or sports chit chat.
Actually, Leigh, if I could just jump in there, mate. Don't forget about our fantastic Late Night Big Breakfast cups. They won the porcelain awards at the Coffee
Yeah,
Cup.
that's right.
So make sure you get hold of those. They're a great present, and we've done some work on the handles,
Yeah,
so
we
they're
have,
not
yeah.
snapping off quite so much.
Yes,
Get in
we
on
have.
those.
And
Yeah.
if you really want to be a stickler for detail, the South Island has actually been printed the wrong way round.
Yeah.
So you can see Banks Peninsula is
But that's
actually
what
on the
makes
west
it.
coast.
That's what makes it so unique, though.
I think in geographical terms, about 25 million years ago, that was how New Zealand used to be anyway. So
yeah.
that's not
Yeah.
such a bad mistake there. But let's talk sport, fellas.
Right.
Not a lot of sport going on this weekend.
Yeah, I was going to say there's actually not really much happening at the moment, is there? It's all a bit quiet on the sort
Probably
of sporting front.
Picked a bad week in a way to do sports chit chat.
Yeah.
But, if it was last week,
Fuck,
That would have been a great
It was
week
a
for
heck of a lot
sports
on.
chat. There's a lot
Yeah.
going on there.
Next week, a lot of sport as well.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
seems, unfortunately, sports chit chat's been scheduled on a week. There's not a lot of sport, and if
Yeah.
anyone knew there was sport on, it'd be us.
Yeah.
And the fact that we don't know there's any sport on means there can't be much
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
I would challenge any sportscaster to come in here now and talk about sport. With what's going on at the moment, nothing.
Probably the
Last
most
week,
interesting
and
thing
then-
about this week's sport is that there
And
is
the
a
lack
lot-
of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
But is that
yeah.
worth commenting on? That's what I'd argue. I mean, just because there's not a lot of sport doesn't mean you have to talk about how little there is.
Often it's my favourite time to talk about sport because, other weeks there's a lot of sport to watch. This week there's no sport to watch.
You
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Look, I'm going to bring someone else in on this.
Yeah.
Well, joining us now on Sports Chit Chat, Kieran Reid, or Big Keza. As I know him, Big Keza. Not a great week to come in on Sports Chat, of course, not a lot on this week, but good to have you here nevertheless.
Yeah, well, it was a pretty big game. Bledisloe Cup today.
Was that today, was it?
Yeah.
Certainly makes Jace and Mike look pretty damn stupid, so best not dwell on that. Let's talk about your career. You've been playing rugby, more locally, of course, counties. Have you enjoyed that?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's been, for me, it's been great to get back to my roots and where I grew up playing and give back a little bit to the community.
Are the hits still there? Do you feel it? I mean, they must look at you and go, I'm going to go in harder than I normally would.
Yeah, I think so,
I
potentially, I think, guys on the opposition wanting to play against, former All Black captains, so it's been a lot of fun. It's a competition that's really grown. I think showing a few All Blacks playing in it as well at the start of the comp, so it's been great.
You mentioned the All Blacks earlier on, apparently there was a game or something today, but I don't want to put you on the spot, but how do you see the New Zealand competition moving forward? What's the best way of approaching it?
I think it's shown this year, through COVID with Super Rugby Aotearoa, it kind of worked well, in short batches, I think.
Yep.
Have a little break, whet that appetite again, and then come back in with NPC, something like that. I think, the money's going to talk in the end, but hopefully we can find a way to utilise what we've got here.
It's not over for you yet. You're heading back to Japan. What's happening now?
Yeah, not yet. So, probably a bit of a swan song in Japan. So I think that's probably going to be me at the end of that. So, one last crack.
Big call,
so,
big call.
Yeah, it is. But hey, it's you get to that point, don't you?
And I've got 3 words for you. Daytime rugby, thoughts?
Yeah, awesome, mate. It's perfect.
Mate, hey, great chatting.
Thanks, mate.
And I'll tell you what, Jason and Mike certainly look pretty damn stupid now. Missing that All Black game today, but great to chat here on Hard Sports Chat. Chit Chat.
Great stuff, mate. Great stuff. I think right now we're going to cross to an infomercial. Oh, g'day. Are you like me? You love asparagus, but you can't stand the after effects? That pungent odour known as asparaginsia or asparagus wheeze. Well, you're not alone. Thousands of New Zealanders are affected either directly or indirectly by asparagus wheeze every day. But now, thanks to an amazing medical breakthrough, relief is at hand. Introducing the Asparagesic urine filter from Bannex. This breakthrough catheter technology collects the pungent urine from deep in your bladder and then filters it through a state-of-the-art charcoal filter as you're urinating. Many years ago, the Incas captured then filtered water through stones high in the Andes at Machu Picchu. This Inca knowledge, combined with NASA's Apollo 11 urine extraction techniques and a penile sieve, are guaranteed to stop that obnoxious asparagus odour in its tracks. Have the confidence to eat asparagus, raw, canned, or steamed, how you like, when you like. So get your life back with the Asparagesic urine filter from Bannock's.
G'day Kiwis. Over the past 25 years, no golfer has had such an impact as Tiger Woods. Unfortunately, he can't be on the show today. Instead, joining us is Josh Thompson. Josh, welcome.
Great to see you, mate.
Good to see you,
And I tell you what, it's great to have you on set as well. Of course, you're producing for us on the Late Night Big Breakfast.
Oh, sorry, that's just for you.
What? Oh, right.
Oh, do we? Yep.
They sold the...
Yeah, I think the Massinas are selling well.
Messina.
The other two-seaters are selling incredibly
It's
well.
amazing with the two-seaters, isn't it?
If I could change my Claire three-seater for two-seater, I probably would.
Yeah, well, actually, being honest with you, now that we only need a two-seater, we don't really need a three-seater.
Yeah, that's right. Now, Josh, you're no stranger to the New Zealand TV scene.
Yes.
So that's why it's great to have you on the show as a dual role, I suppose, as a guest panelist if we had a cancellation or something.
Right.
But also to help around with the production because you know it's changed to that. So
Yeah, no
we're
strange
going
at
to keep
all,
you
no.
busy. We're going to keep you busy.
Okay, great.
Actually, Josh could be quite good for chit-chat.
You think Josh would be good for chit-chat?
Yeah, I think he'd be quite good for chit-chat.
You think
I don't
he'd be
think
okay?
hard
You
talk.
think he'd be all right with chit-chat?
He'd be pretty good for chit-chat.
Well, I don't know about hard talk.
You don't want to do hard chat?
No, not
Chit-chat's
hard
fine.
talk.
Yeah.
I think he'd be great for chit-chat.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
maybe
I'm
chit-chat.
going to put Josh down for chit-chat.
Where are we headed in terms of guests? Obviously,
question, mate.
a big part of our show, the guest
What's the
front.
guest-heavy show, is it?
How does that process work, Josh? In
Booking
terms of
guests?
Booking guests.
Yeah, well,
are you in charge of that, or is that
Yeah, no, I'm in charge of that. Yeah.
Lacey?
Yeah, no, it's not Lacey.
Oh, okay.
No, I do it.
So if we're going to have a big guest like your Sam Neil's, your Kurt Russells, Shaka Khan, the musical artist,
And nobody.
we would like to think that the same couch would stay throughout that whole interview. That would be ideal for us.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends on what the sort of current market.
Oh, totally. I
yes,
understand.
it's
No
happening,
one
yeah.
understands the furniture industry better than us at the moment.
Yep.
As I say, it's probably a conversation we need to have up in the office later on. But Josh Thompson, everybody. Oh, my Lord.
Well, there you go, another great show, and thanks so much for joining us. Let's cross to Jerry to take us out. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful show, guys, but taking us out tonight, back by popular demand, Jazzmania.
Oh, the shark has pretty teeth, dear, and he shows them pearly white. Just a jackknife has old McHeath, dear, and he keeps it way out of sight. On a sidewalk one Sunday morning,